both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A give for Taylor running right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he wisely was away. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open
And catch the ball.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and goal. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Julian Okwara able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Detroit. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. Incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here's Taylor again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Line 7. Joey Sly set to
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
17. Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. From the 27, Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jones on first down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal.
24, Lions 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. Uses the stiff arm. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. back to Taylor on first down. Still churning. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Shoves him aside. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A big play there for Indy. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll run here with Taylor. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Jones escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Just shy of the goal line.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their route.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Makes the score Lions.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Flush to his right.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's what...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.